The headlines this evening. Temporary relief for Marikiti traders as court holds eviction. Acting IG Masengeli sentenced to 6 months in prison for contempt of court. Plus, what you need to know about the Adani Airport Holdings deal to refurbish the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. This is Alan Hubbard today, and if you are here for the very first time, kindly do this. Subscribe onto the channel and you will always be number uno to be notified when we put out a new video. A very special thank you to all those new subscribers, and let's keep subscribing. The top stories. Traders operating at Wakulima Market, commonly known as Marikiti, have obtained an order stopping their planned evictions from the site. Milimani High Court Judge Bahati Muye suspended the notice issued by the Nairobi City County requiring the traders exit to Kangundo Road Market. This story is a supremacy battle between Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Governor of Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja. What is the supremacy battle? This battle started way back in 2023 when Sakaja tried to move matatu operators from within the CBD outside of the CBD. Deputy President came out and said, musiguze watu wa mlima, musiguze wafanya biashara wetu. And wondering as if other residents of Nairobi do not deserve a cleaner and more organized Nairobi. Fast forward to 2024, the row went on to social media. How did it go on to social media? Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua goes onto Facebook and writes a long message to Johnson Sakaja, which Johnson Sakaja responded to by saying, "My big brother, Mr. Deputy President, you have my phone number. You don't have to address me on social media." I can even wonder, I can even think about, I'm wondering how the Deputy President was sitting down and trying to type and deleting, typing and deleting to make sure that that message was as clear as possible. This is a screenshot of what the Deputy President was saying. But what caught my attention was, "My brother, if you think I have overreached, kindly forgive me." But then I asked myself, Deputy President, you are the core party leader, or you are a party leader at UDA. Yeah? You are the Deputy President of this country. Johnson Sakaja is from your party, UDA. Why aren't you able to talk to him directly rather than washing your dirty linen into public or in the public? And Johnson Sakaja, we know as you are the governor, you might not need you are not obligated to go to the Deputy President to ask him what the next big move of Nairobi County is supposed to be. But wouldn't you have sat down with the traders and talked to them and spoke to them and addressed their concerns, and then do this amicably and move them gradually rather than moving them all at once? But also, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, as you are being accused of only having interests of the people of the mountain, it is growing day by day. This is a humble reminder that you are not a Deputy President of the Mountain Kenya, and the business interests of Mountain Kenya and the people of Mountain Kenya, but you are Deputy President of the entire country, that is Kenya. The High Court has sentenced Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli to 6 months in prison after being found guilty of contempt of court. Justice Lawrence Mugambi ordered that he submit himself to Commissioner General of Prisons. In the event he does not submit himself, CS Kithure Kindiki is responsible to making sure that the IG acting goes to prison. But the judge has said if Gilbert Masengeli shows up in court within 7 days, he will not serve. How do you send a thief to catch a thief? Walk with me here. What do I mean? CS Kithure Kindiki is responsible to make sure that acting IG Gilbert Masengeli shows up in prison if he does not take himself. But as well, CS Kithure Kindiki has snubbed many court orders during the demonstrations and during other times when he was called upon by the courts to answer questions. So how exactly is CS Kithure Kindiki going to help the courts reprimand acting IG Gilbert Masengeli. But also, why is Masengeli being looked for? Masengeli is being looked for to be asked questions about the whereabouts of 3 missing young men who are abducted by Subaru boys about 2 months ago during the demonstrations in Kitengela. These young men all are from one family, and their family members have not heard from them ever since they were abducted by Subaru boys. Do you think that IG Masengeli will be able to serve the 6 months? And or do you think the bait that the courts have laid for him to not serve the 6 months by showing up in court within 7 days, will he be able to take that bait and finally be able to answer the questions that the Law Society of Kenya has for him? The man who has been a center of discussion this entire week, Gautam Adani. Who exactly is he, and how much money is he looking to invest in Kenya? Gautam Adani, a 10.5 trillion worth tycoon behind JKIA's lease proposal, Adani Airport Holdings Limited, which has proposed spending close to $2 billion. This is an equivalent of, get this, 258 billion Kenyan shillings to upgrade Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and operate the facility. The amount is 3 times what Kenya had planned to collect in revenue for the 2024-2025 financial year. The big question is, does Kenya need a new airport? That is the big question. And my answer is yes, Kenya needs a new airport. Why does it need a new airport? Because Rwanda is getting a new airport, Ethiopia is getting a new airport. When these 2 countries are getting new airports, it is a threat to the numbers and the kind of people that travel or that connect through Nairobi to travel the world. So if Kenya does not upgrade its infrastructure, and we are talking about JKIA in particular, then it is going to be losing revenue over time. That cleared. Is Adani the best person to take JKIA onto the next level? No. Why? Because Adani globally has been implicated in a number of fraud cases. As this report says, the Adani Group denied money laundering claims as Kenyan shillings as 40 billion frozen in a Swiss probe. Now, U.S. short seller Hindenburg of Research, a long-time critic of the Indian conglomerate, cited court records reported on by Swiss media outlet Gotham City in making the claim on X Thursday night. Now, Swiss authorities have frozen more than $310 million in funds across multiple Swiss bank accounts as part of a money laundering and securities forgery investigation into Adani. Dear parties that are responsible for this deal, what is the rush of doing business with Adani? Yes, we agree, we need the airport, but we can as well go to Qatar, we can as well go to Etihad, we can as well go to Fly Emirates. Why do we need to work with Adani? The Transport Committee, chaired by Senator of Kiambu, among other senators who sit on the committee, grilled current CS of Transport and Infrastructure, that is Davis Chirichir, and a raft of other members, including the PS and the acting CEO of Kenya Airports Authority, and asking them exactly what is in it for Kenya in the Adani deal. What they gravitated towards most was them saying that Kenya still needs a new airport, but they were not able to answer the questions of, do we need to do this with Adani? So what does that say? That the government probably is not coming forthright in matters of Adani and the deal that they have for the airport. That's all we've had for you today. If you are here for the very first time, kindly press onto that big red button. And if you like to being informed and staying ahead, kindly turn on the notification bell, because you will always be number uno to be notified when we put out a new video. Remember, Alan Hubbard today is powered by Include 360. Muchas gracias.